Students, see page number 6. I am reading this paragraph. How is land distributed between the farmers of Palampur? It means distribution of cultivated land. Now listen carefully. You must have realized how important land is for farming. Now you know. We are reading also. Land is one of important natural resource. How important land for farming, for cultivation. But unfortunately, not all the people engaged in agriculture have sufficient land for cultivation. But in Palampur, land is very important for farming. But all people, they have sufficient enough land for farming, for cultivation. So answer is no. So just listen carefully. In Palampur, about 1/3 of the 450 families, out of 450 families, are landless. 450 families out of 1/3 of families, 1/3 families are landless, means they don't have land for farming. That is 150 families, most of them Dalits, those who are Dalits. So they are called landless farmers, have no land for cultivation. They don't have land for cultivation, for farming. Of the remaining families who own, now see this paragraph and try to understand. Remaining families who own land, it means 240 families cultivate small plots of land. Now, out of 450, so 250 families, now they do agriculture where on a small plots of land. Means distribution of cultivated land is not a proper in Palampur, not equal. Some are landless farmers, and some farmers they have small plots, small land, we can say less than 2 hectares in size. 240 families, they have land, but how? Less than 2 hectares in size. Cultivation of such a plots doesn't bring adequate income to the farmer family. Means we can say that they do agriculture, cultivate on a small plots, on small land, fields. But whatever they get, means production, farm productions by selling or etc. So they get very less income, not enough for their family. Now students, you can see this picture. We will read. Now I am reading this paragraph. In 1960, one of the story, just try to understand. Gobind was a farmer with a 2.25 hectares of largely unirrigated land. One of farmer Gobind. Now 2.25 hectares of unirrigated land he had. With the help of his 3 sons, Gobind cultivated the land. So he cultivated. Means farming was done on a small type of land. Whatever he had, with the help of his 3 sons. Though they didn't live very comfortably, whatever they get, so that was not enough for them. So how they lived? So we can say there's something difficult their life, means they didn't live very comfortably, means they didn't live very comfortable. The family managed to feed itself with a little bit of extra income from one buffalo that the family possessed. To feed itself means to satisfy their family needs. So the Govind, his family had a buffalo, one buffalo. So by selling milk, etc., so they earn some amount. Some years after Govind's death, now Govind died after some years. This land was divided among his three sons. Now, whatever the land he had, 2.25 hectares, and all they were farming on a small plot. After the death of Govind, now this land was divided among his three sons. Now, distribution already 2.25 hectares. Now, after that, now distribution among three sons. Each one now has a plot of land that is only 0.75 hectare in size, very small. After the distribution, each got very less small size plot. Even with the improved irrigation and modern farming method, Govind's sons are not able to make a living from their land. Means they were cultivating, but already they had a very small plot. So instead of using modern farming methods, so we can say they are unable. Govind's sons are unable to increase their production and to earn money. They have to look for additional work during part of the year, so they have to do another type of work for earning. Now students, listen carefully. I am reading this paragraph. You can see the large number of small plots scattered around the village in the picture. Now come to this point. See this picture. You can see the large number of small plots scattered around the village in the picture. Now, see this picture. Small plots. These are the scattered. Some plots here and some are there, etc. In the village picture, these are cultivated by the small farmers. Now, these are small picture means small land, or we can say the small plots cultivated by the small farmers. Small farmers, they have such type of plots, small area. On the other hand, more than half the area of the village is covered by plots that are quite large in size. Now you can see some plots quite large, this one, that one also, like this. If you observe carefully, you can understand easily. Now some are the quite large. In Palampur, there are 60 families of medium and large farmers who cultivate more than 2 hectares of land. Now there are 60 families, medium and large both of, who do agriculture or more than 2 hectares of land, and some are less than 2 hectares also. A few of the large farmers have land extending over 10 hectares or more. Some are the large, more than large, this one, more than 10 hectares or more than 10 hectares also. So here the distribution of cultivated land is unequal, not properly. Now students, see this picture. Now I am reading this one. Work on the fields, wheat crop, plowing by bullocks, sowing, spraying of insecticides, cultivation by traditional method, Now all of you see this picture. Cultivation by traditional method, cultivation by modern method, and cutting of crops. You can compare traditional methods as well as the modern farm method also. Now here let's discuss. In the picture 1.5, can you shade the land cultivated by the small farmers? Second, why do so many families of farmers cultivate such small plots of land? Answer yourself after reading the above paragraph. The distribution of farmers in India and the amount of land they cultivate is given in the following graph. 1.1, discuss in the classroom. You have to discuss yourself. Distribution of cultivated area and farmers. Now see this graph and try to understand. Now I am reading this one. Let's discuss. Would you agree that the distribution of cultivated land is unequal in Palampur? Really? Yes, of course. Do you find a similar situation for India? Yes, we can see similar situation in many villages in our country. Explain. Now explain in your language. Now next paragraph in next clip. Thank you very much.